But today I want to point out something very profound. I went to Google search when Yom Kippur is going to be. And of course we had to look and see when's Yom Kippur. They're calling it now, the rabbinical Jews, the Pharisees, they now call themselves Orthodox. They took it upon themselves to change days and laws and create new laws and traditions. And for such a deed of this, they should be completely rejected and their religion with them. And we're looking at a time now when that is in the process. Because when we look at the calendar, Yom Kippur is the most holiest day of the Jewish, of the Hebrew calendar that Jehovah gave. Jehovah himself. It wasn't a calendar that the children of Israel created, but it's a calendar that was given through the prophet Moses directly from Jehovah. Yom Kippur is the day saying that if anybody does not fast and pray on that day, that they be cut off from the people. But the Pharisees had the audacity to move the day 3 days earlier, setting a stumbling block before Israel for hundreds of years. Actually, it was in 359 A.D. when they took upon themselves to create a new calendar, a different calendar. And this is a cause of curse. Because we read about the blessing and the curses for Israel, and we can find directly in the book that forsaking the Torah would bring the curse of war upon them. Now that was in 300 AD. Now a few hundred years later, Muhammad started a new religion starting jihad, coming against Israel. Israel hasn't repented yet, but they will. Because we see in the good book, we see in the Bible, we see in the prophets that Israel will again worship in Jerusalem, and there shall be the morning and the evening offering. They shall return to the Torah and shall be saved. But for right now, it's a time of change. It's a time to rise up and say, we're not going with the lie. You got to reject the lie and receive the truth and be delivered. This year, Yom Kippur is going to be on the 10th, what we call the 10th. It's on the 10th of the 7th month. In the Roman calendar, what we call September 18th. It's going to be on the Shabbat. I did a Google search, and they said it was going to be on a Thursday, and that got me to search. And I had to look at read what NASA had to say about when's the new moon going to be. And I was totally astounded. But this has been going on for hundreds of years. I just saw it for the first time myself. But for everybody listening to this video, I want you to know the truth remains forever. Our Father in heaven doesn't change, nor does his law. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he said his commandments perpetually to endure forever. So if you want to be in the kingdom of heaven, as he spoke through Malachi in the 4th chapter, remember the laws of Moses, and it shall be well with you.